This is one of the most exciting parts of the conversation. I couldn't hold back.
So in Dungeons and Dragons, they have one of the biggest spell lists. So they're only beaten by like I think a wizard, but a druid's right behind them. They get a ton by the end, by level 20, your highest level you can get. They get a lot of spells, right? And I guess the first thing I want to know is do real druids, and I'm asking for everybody else, I think I already know the answer, but how are spells? Do you guys have spells? I'm going to say probably yes, but do you guys, how do you go about casting spells? Is it more of a ritual?
Yes, we do perform magic. I actually did a spell on the 31st of this month for a friend of mine.
Okay.
But I would say that, you can ask 5 different druids how they do their magic and get 20 different answers. The individualization of how people do their craft. For me, it tends to be a little bit more long and drawn out because I'm putting forth that energy and that effort into, the focal, whatever it is that I'm trying to do. Do we need things like wands and staves and, all that stuff? No. We do use them as kind of a means of kind of getting into that psychological mindset, if we're going into a ritual or a spell, but it's not an obligatory thing. I've got my robes, I've got my staves, I've got my, my sickle, my ritual daggers and wands and stuff, but for me, a lot of times that's more of an aesthetic thing rather than necessarily needing it for my spells.